And good evening. So we'll start the class. So today question number 1 regarding the okay. Well, I didn't share the paper in the group, right? So after the class, inshallah, I will share the paper. So now you can write the answer in a separate paper, right? So after taking the printout, you can mark down all the answers in that paper itself. Okay. So can anyone tell me the answer for this question? You can put the answer in the chat box. Underline the diagram which shows the fungus. Anyone? Which of the following is fungus? Okay, very good. Okay. Right. Carunia. Okay, then very good. Option number 1.
Carunia, sir.
Carunia, sorry.
It's fine, sir.
Very sorry. Carunia. Okay, very good. Okay. I'm really sorry. And Kukarisha, okay, done very good. Okay, yes. We'll discuss answers, my dear. Look after the pictures, right? For each and every group, we have a picture. For the bacteria, this is the shape of the bacteria. So you must be able to find if they are giving the picture whether they are bacteria or whether they are fungus. So you must be able to answer. Okay, this is bacteria, right? And for the fungus here, there are two shapes, right? There are some unicellular organisms also there. Unicellular means they are single cells. Here you can see the unicellular organisms, and here you can see the multicellular organism, right? You can see this is multicellular organism. We will name this as filament. Filament means the strip-like structures, right? Strip-like structures are there, right? Okay. So the shape of the fungus, okay. And for the protozoa, they have different kind of shape, right? Paramecium, euglena, amoeba. There are many type of examples. So these are the examples that you will discuss in unit number 8 under the support and the movement, right? Which are the organisms we'll use in the cilia, flagella, pseudopodia, okay, those part. So that part will be discussed little bit later, don't worry. So these are the pictures for the protozoas, okay. And here you can see the pictures, right? They have different kind of shape for the protozoas. They have different kind of shape. And the algae, they will be multicellular organism, right? Here you can see the structure of the algae, right here. And also there are some unicellular organism. So with that idea, come to the question here. This is bacteria, right? You may remember here, bacteria. Okay, so this is second one, that is bacteria. And here this is a protozoa, right? And here this one virus. This one is the fungus. Here, look at the picture here. This is a fungus that formed in the the bread. The bread, right? There will be some ash color particle will be there. So this is the picture. So this is the picture of the fungus. Here you can see that one here. This is not that one. This is not the fungus that formed on the bread. This is also similar kind of fungus. Okay. So I hope that you have got the idea. The question number 1, the first one is the answer. Okay. Question number 2, regarding the evolution. In our yesterday's theory class, we had discussed. Can anyone tell me the answer? Which one is the vertebrate that first vertebrate enter into the terrestrial environment? Reptiles or fish or amphibia or aves? Aves means birds. Look after the picture here. Look after the picture here. Look after the picture. Okay. Here, fishes, they were inside the water, right? During the evolution process, the fish, they were inside the water. And then after they evolved as amphibia. You see the time period, right? 340 million years ago, amphibia. And then after those amphibia turn into reptilia. Then reptilia started to fly. The birds, that's aves, right? So here they are asking which, here this is water. Here they are inside the water. So which one transfer into the earth? But the first one who moved, enter into the terrestrial, to the land, that is amphibians, right? And there are 3 answers. Very good. Yes, Karunia and Kugarsha and Tasmita. Yes, very good. So third one, the amphibia is the answer. Very good. And here, question number 3. We have done these kind of questions earlier for the many times, right? So I hope that you can answer this question very clearly. The correct answer. The common eye diseases. Very good. Kukarsha, very good, man. And Karunya, very good. Tashmita, very good. Yes. Mahal, Karunya, your answer is correct. Sorry, Karunya, your answer is wrong, my dear. Can you check the answer, please? Tashmita, okay. Hikma, Fahim, okay, then very good. Right. Yeah, there are two things, Pulahan, right? Karunya, Varuma. There are two things, my dear. Eye diseases and eye defect. Eye diseases mean diseases here. The eye diseases. Cataract is a disease. Right here you can see that it will turn into milky color. It is a disease. The glaucoma, it is also a kind of disease. And here eye infection, it is diseases. Eye defect means that is the long sight and the short sight. Okay. Long sight and the short sight, they are defect. They are defect. These are the diseases. Did you get the idea? So we want to be very careful. In the exam, normally they will ask this one. Diseases and the defect. Defect means the Kurai particle, the long side and the short. They are not the diseases. Diseases means knowing. These are the diseases. The cataract, the glaucoma, and the eye infections. Okay. Here you can see the eye infections, right? And here, regarding the support and movement. Question number 4. They are asking regarding the all right. Can anyone tell me the answer? What is it? The stems are moving upward. The stems are moving upward. Which kind of movement is this? Grade 10 unit number 8. Last class I said that, right? We are going to start our second term syllabus, right? Very good. Gugarsha and Hikma fine. Very good, very good. Tashmita, very good. Yes, okay. We'll discuss the answers, right? So there are 6 types of movement, right? Here, movement can be divided into 2. Trophic movement and nastic movement. You know the example for the trophic movement, right? Here, these are the example. Here, Pulahal, you know, the stems, the plant stems are moving towards the light. Towards. So that is a trophic movement. And here the plant, the stem is moving towards the support, and they started to the row, they started to curl, right? You can see that they started to coil there. So it's a kind of trophic movement. And the roots are moving towards the water, a kind of trophic movement. The stems are moving against the gravity, a kind of trophic movement. Here you can see all the example regarding the trophic movement. Moving towards the light, moving towards the support, moving towards the water, moving towards the gravity. You know, the gravity is downside, right? So the roots are moving towards the gravity. The gravity is downwards. So because of that gravity, the roots are going downward. So positive geotrophic mode. I will name those part, don't worry. So they are moving along the direction of the gravity. But here the stems, they are moving upward opposite to the gravity. The gravity is downward, the stems are moving upward. So they are moving against the gravity. The stems are moving against the gravity. But the roots, they are moving along the gravity, because gravity also down, the roots also moving down. Now we are going to name all these things. Okay, here the stems, sorry, the roots are moving down, right? Already the gravity also down. So this kind of movement is called as positive geotrophism. Second one, you know, the gravity is downward, but the stems are moving upward. They are moving against the gravity. The stems are moving against the gravity. So they are called as negative geotrophism. You know, the stems are moving towards the light, towards the light. So positive phototropism. Photo means light. Photo means light. Positive phototropism. Second one, fourth one. The stems are moving towards the water. Towards the water. So positive hydrotrophism. Hydro means water. Hydrotrophism. And here positive chemotrophism. You may remember that I have explained by using another picture, right? You may remember, right? In the theory class, but I don't have the picture for that one today. So here you can see the pollen grain, right? So after depositing of the pollen grain, my dear, they will start to grow. Can you see that? They are moving, right? I will show you another picture for that one. Wait a minute. I will show a picture for that one, right? Regarding the positive chemotrophism. Wait for a while. Because I forgot to put that slide there, right? Okay, support and movement, grade 9. Okay. Look at this picture, my dear. You can see here the pollen grains are growing, right? They are moving, right? Towards the ovules. Can you see that how they are moving? So this kind of movement is called as positive chemotrophism. And here I said that earlier, the stems are moving towards the support. So they are called as positive thigmotrophism. Okay. Now we'll discuss the answer for this one, right? Here they are asking in discussion, growth of stem of the tree moving upward. That means that is negative geotrophism, because geotrophic mean that is downward, right? The gravity is downward. Here, look after this picture. The gravity is downward, but the stem are moving upward. They are called as negative geotrophic movement or geotrophism movement. Okay, so option number 1. Okay, we'll move to the question number 5. Okay. Regarding the application of the force, unit number 4, grade 9, unit number 4. They are asking which one is the point of application. Which one is the point of application, whether A or B or C or D. Very good, Hikma Fahim, very good, yes. And Zaveka, no reply from your side. Parveen, there's no reply from your side. You can reply, right? You can answer in the chat box, my dear, okay? Only Tasmita has sent me the answers. Sorry, Hikma Fahim, very good. Tasmita, very good. And Muslih Tawfi. We'll check the answer, my dear. We'll check the answer, right? Okay, don't worry. Yeah, we'll check the answer. And Mariam Malik. What is the answer, my dear? Okay. Shall we discuss the question here? Okay. Listen here, Pula. Listen here. Under the first part, we have discussed regarding the point of application, right? So, where the point we are applying the force? That is point of application. You know, under the graphical representation, if we want to represent the force, we will use an arrow mark, right? So just look after this picture. If we have there's a boy, so he is applying 500 Newton on the table. So if they are telling you to mention those things as a graphical representation, how will you use Pulal? You will use an arrow mark to draw the force. Okay, here I have used the arrow mark. So here we are applying the force. So this is the point of application. Or we can use like this, a table. Okay, I will use another color pen. I will use another color pen. Okay, here. This is a point that we are applying the force, right? Okay. 500. So we can use both of the ways, the first method or second method. But you would understand where the arrow mark started. Oh, here I have put the a small point, right? That is the place that we are where we are applying the force. In this picture, we want to draw like this. Point of application is this. So I hope that you may got the idea, right? What is point of application? We are the point that we are applying the force. So according to this picture, here this is a force. So this is the point that where we are applying the force, right? Not A, not B, not C. So D is the answer. Did you get that idea, Blur? Where does the arrow mark starts? That is the point of application. Did you get that idea, Blur? How to mark the force here? Now we'll move to the next part. Regarding the plant growth hormone, unit number 8. Can you tell me the answer? Who is the one responsible to produce the mango flowers? To induce the formation of the mango flowers during the off seasons. Very good. Cytosin. Very good. Very good. Karuni. Mostly Ahmad. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes, sir. We'll discuss right here. You know, the cytosol is the one who responsible to produce the mango fruits during the off seasons, right? And here they have given another one, right? Indole acetic acid and indole butyric acid. We'll discuss those things, right? What is the function of indole acetic acid and indole butyric acid? Okay. Here, indole acetic acid and indole butyric acid. Here, listen here, Bilal. You know the stem cutting, right? Stem cutting in the manure canal, we are going to cut the stem and we are going to plant those stem in the land, right? So you know when we are planting the stem, they want to produce the roots, right? If they are producing the root, then only they will be fixing the plant, then only it will be easy to grow up. So if they took time to produce the roots, what will happen? Definitely they will start to die. So when you are planting the stem, what will happen? As much as immediately they will start to produce the root. So if we want to increase that process, we will use these two plant growth hormones, IAA and IBA, indole acetic acid and indole butyric acid. Here, look after this picture, my dear. Here we can see, right? The stem cutting. Stem cutting means that stem cut பண்ணி எடுக்கிறோமே அதுக்கு தான் பேரு stem cutting. So we have the stem cutting, and here we have applied those two plant growth hormones before planting into the land. So they can see the function. Induce. Induce means they start to produce the root in the stem cutting. That is the function of the indole acetic acid and indole butyric acid. Okay. And these are not the answers. Cytosol is the answer. Just I explained because they have given those things in the answers. No, okay. We'll move to the next question. That is regarding the support and movement. Unit number 8. Can anyone tell me the answer? For the movement of the animals, they use which one? Bones, muscles, bone and muscles, and they don't use the bone and muscles. Very good, Tashmita, very good. Yes, Karme, very good. Zaveka, very good. Yes, okay. Any others? Any mostly very good. Yes, okay. Very good, very good. We'll check the answer, right? Okay, listen here, Pulan. You know, there are vertebrates and invertebrates, right? Vertebrate means they have the backbone. Invertebrate means they don't have the backbone. So those who have the backbone, especially vertebrates, they will use the bones and the muscles. For example, just say if I want to move my hand like this, if I want to move my bones, I need the muscles. So with the support of the muscles, I am moving the bones. And here in the vertebrates, they don't have the bones, so they will use only the muscles. But in this question, they haven't asked whether the invertebrates or the vertebrate, right? So you can put answer number 4 and also answer number 2. We had two answers because the invertebrates, they will use only the muscles, right? The vertebrates, those who have the bones, they only will use the bone and the muscle. So there are two answers, second option and fourth option. Okay, very good, Hikma 5. Yes, okay. Done. We'll move to the next question, question number 10, regarding the pressure. Okay. Can anyone tell me the answer? And there is no need to simplify, right? They are testing whether you have memorized the equation or no. They are not testing the calculation things and all. Just they are checking whether you have memorized the equation. Which one is the answer for this question regarding the pressure? Yeah, Tasmita and Karunya. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Very good. Others? What about the answers, my dear? Okay, we'll discuss answers, right? Grade 9, unit number 5, right? Pressure. Okay. We'll discuss the answers, right? Here, Pulhal, pressure means pressure equal to force over area, or we can say force exerted on a unit area. That is the definition. What is the definition? Force exerted on unit area. That is the definition, right? Okay. So here you know the equation. Pressure is equal to force over area. And here they have given the force, right? We'll write the equation. Pressure equal to perpendicular force over surface area. Okay, you know the force that is 700 newton, sorry, 7,000 newton. And the area that is 14 meters square. This is the answer. Force over area. Zavega, very good. And Muslim Ahmad, very good. Yes, that is the answer. And question number 12, regarding the diseases. Can anyone tell me the answer for this one? Regarding the diseases. Which one is not related to the virus? You know, there's a chart in the textbook, right? So if you have memorized just that chart, you will be able to do that question. Very good. Karunya, very good. Musli Ahmad, Illama, check the answers. Aveka, very good. Yes. Okay. Malaria is the answer. Here, listen here, Pulal. There's a chart, right? There's a chart. Here you can see the malaria is formed by protozoa. Okay. So the malaria is the answer. Please memorize this chart, my dear. Because normally they will ask what are the diseases and what are the pathogens and who are the vectors. So normally they are asking the same thing again and again and again. So please memorize the chart. Okay. So direct answer, they are asking which one is not a disease caused by virus. So not disease caused by virus means this is directly malaria because they are caused by protozoas. And question number 12. Sorry, question number 13. Regarding the components of the blood, which one is the answer? During the dengue, which component will be reduced? This is from grade 9, unit number 6, regarding the blood circulatory system. We have discussed, I think, before 2 or 3 weeks, right? Very good, Karunya. Very good, very good, very good. Is Zaveka, Tashmita, okay, done very good. And Zaveka, check the answer, my dear. And Razania, check the answer, my dear. Okay, I said that I have shown you a picture also. You may remember that, you know, the Elika Chala photo on the garden. Okay, shall I explain? Okay, listen here, listen here. You know the blood platelets, right? Yeah, and also you know the function of the platelet, right? Okay, here these are the white color small particles are there, right? Not white color actually. They are the platelet, right? So here you can see the function of the platelet, right? So all the RBC, all the red blood cells has been stuck in one place because the platelet, look after the picture here, the platelet has created a net-like structure and they have captured all the cells in one place, right? Here, can you see that one? Because of that one only, Pulal, the blood clotting help. The blood clotting happens during the bleeding. If you have a bleeding, for example, you have a cut in your body, it will start to bleed. The blood will be released. That is called as bleeding. So if you want to stop the bleeding, the platelets are the one who are responsible to fill that gap. Here Now the blood vessel has been damaged. So all the blood are going to be released. So now I want to fill that gap, right? So now I want to fill that gap. We can't use any gum or any other things to fill that gap. So we have the platelets. All the platelets created a net-like structure, a fiber-like structure, and they captured all the RBCs and they filled that gap. This is the function of the platelet. But in the question they didn't ask the function. But Pulhal, you want to know there are two diseases. Number one, that is dengue. Second one, leptospirosis. Leptospirosis is called as this, the meune, helicculture. This is caused by the rat and other animals, right? So normally when you are in the flood water for a long time, in the flood water they may contain the urine of the rat, right? So if those virus enter into our body, definitely you will have the leptospirosis. So can you see that one here? The urine has the leptospirosis virus. So when they entered into the body, definitely you will have that disease. If you have any cut in your body, so by inside the injury, inside the cut, the virus will be enter into the body. So you will have the leptospirosis. At that time, you will have, you can see, right? Tadauna, Hisakekuma, the Hisakekuma Talavali and Ratu Gandu, the eye will be turned into red color, right? So these kind of symptoms will be there in your body because of the leptospirosis. The thing is this: during the leptospirosis and during the dengue, the number of platelets will be reduced. Did you get the idea? Now you know what is leptospirosis and you know what is dengue. And during these diseases, the platelet count will be reduced. So, from this question, we have learned three things. What are the diseases? What is platelet? And what is the function of the platelet? Okay. So here we know for the dengue patient and also for the leptospirosis patient, the platelet count will be reduced. Okay. Now question number there's an essay question. Do this question. Do this question. This is an essay question, right? I will give you 10 minutes time regarding the microorganism lesson, right? You can send me the answers through the WhatsApp. And you may remember I have shown you the same picture, right? I have shown you the same picture earlier. And I'm discussing a group. I won't tell the answer. Just revise. Only 10 minutes time. you have completed the word, you can send me the answer through the WhatsApp on here or in the chat box. Okay. Tasmita, you have sent me the answers, right? Okay. Take the answers, right? Okay. Very good. Very good. Menus for the bakery. Yes. Yeah, very good. Tasmita, your answer is perfect. Very good. Very, very good. And Aslam, what is the name? Hamza, 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 Hamza. And first one, whether it is bacteria, check the answer, my dear. Whether it is bacteria or any other groups. Can you check the answer, please? For the first one. Other answers are correct. Ah, very good. Now your answer is correct. Perfect. Very good. And any others? Those who have completed the word in the chat box, you have sent me the answers, right? Karunya. Very good, right? Okay. For the first one, check the answer, my dear. Have named the group, right? 1, 2. You haven't sent me the answer for those things. Okay. 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 Karunya. Okay. Then can you identify who are the PQRS, my dear? But all the other answers are correct. And Razania. Very good. Very good. Okay. Yeah, very good. Razania. Very good. Yes. So are they pathogens? No, we want a name. What is P? You know, the group, whether they are virus or whether they are bacteria, whether they are protozoa, whether they are algae. So like that, you want to name the group. You want to mention the group. They have named the organism. You want to mention the group. Right. Any others? Four of you have tell me the answers. Shall we discuss the answers plan? Because it takes time. Okay. Right. Okay. Now we'll discuss the answers. Right. Okay. Here, Pulal, you know, there are 4 groups of microorganisms are there, right? That they have mentioned in the textbook. Okay. Bacteria, fungus, protozoa, and algae and virus. Okay. So mention the virus for 2 times, sorry. Okay. Here, chlamydomonas, that is a kind of algae. And here, virus, HIV virus, right? That is virus. Amoeba, that is a protozoa. If you want, I can show you the picture for that one, right? Here, bacteria, you know. Fungus, you know the fungus, right? Here you can see, right? I already said that. Here you can see the picture. They have given the picture, right? Like this ball structure. So they are fungus. Protozoas, I already said that there are many kind of protozoa. Amoeba, euglena, paramecium. All these organisms comes under protozoas. The next one, that is algae. So under the algae plural, here you can see many kind of algae are there, right? Multicellular algae are also there. There will be seems to be naked. They can be observed by the naked, right? And here you can see some kind of algae. The chlamydomonas. They are green in color. Right? Can you see the chlamydomonas here? Chlamydomonas. They are green in color. So here you can see the chlamydomonas, right? They are algae. Virus, protozoa. I already shown in the many pictures, right? Euglena, paramecium, and yeast. That is a kind of fungus. So now we have named the group. And next one. Here, multiply only in the living cell and no cellular organization. That is an important character of the virus pillar. You know, the virus are considered as living organisms and also non-living organisms because it shows some of the living characters and also it doesn't show the living characters. They shows only one of the living character, right? Only some number of living character they can. One of the character that is reproduction. So they reproduced only inside the host cell. They can't reproduce by themselves. Right? They will be producing new viruses only in the host cell. When they are entering into the human body or animal body, then only they will produce the number of viruses, right? So reproduction is one of the property, but they don't have unicellular organism. They don't respirate. They don't show the nutrition. They won't consume any kind of food. So these things has the confusion to make the virus as living or non-living. So we place the virus between the living and the non-living. Okay. So and also here one that is a character of virus, right? And here for the bakery product, NSIO, we are using the yeast, right? For the growth. Okay. And you know, Pulal, we are using the yeast, for the bakery product, right? So that is yeast. And third one, name two harmful effects. Well, if they are asking harmful regarding the microorganism, without any doubt, you can put two things: food spoilage and causing disease. That is a common for all of the microorganisms. Causing diseases and food spoilage. That is common for all of the organisms, all of the microorganisms. So there are two disadvantages: food spoilage and causing disease. Okay. Name the method of using microorganism productively in the following method in the medical field and agriculture field. Wait for a while. I'm going to open the presentation to explain that. Right? Wait for a while. Here, these are the picture of the fungus, right? Okay. And you may remember I explained regarding the zombie ant and these. Beneficial effect of the micro in the agriculture field. Okay. Listen here, simply we will move very quickly. Okay. First one, that is gene technology. And you know what is gene technology, right? We are going to take the gene of one organism and we're going to input into another organism. And second one, for the nitrogen fixation in the agriculture field, and to make the compost, you may remember, right? To make the compost, we want to decompose the material, right? So to decompose this leaf material and all, we need the microorganism, and to as a biopesticide. And in the medical field, we are going to use to produce the antibiotics. You may remember what is antibiotics and what is vaccines. We have explained right in the previous paper classes. So if you need, you can refer all those things in the videos that I have been uploaded in the YouTube regarding all the thing has been discussed in that part, right? Okay. And producing the antitoxin, all the thing I have explained. You may remember that one, right? Okay. So for that one, Pulava, in the last question, for the agriculture meat, we can say producing the compost, nitrogen fixation, and here the gene technology in the agriculture meat. In the medical field, producing the vaccine, producing the antibiotics, producing the antitoxin. These are the answers for that one. We'll move to the question, right? Okay, here, the last one regarding the medical field. You can know the answer: vaccines, and to produce the antibiotics, and to produce the antitoxins. Okay. Agriculture field, you can say nitrogen fixation, compost production, gene technology. These are the answers. So I hope that today we have discussed more number of questions and one essay part, right? Okay. This paper will be shared in the group today night or tomorrow, right? So I hope that you may have written all the things in your paper, right, in your paper class exercise book. So after getting the printout of that paper, note down all those things in that paper itself. Then only it will be helpful for you, because during the before one day for the exam, we can't refer the textbook, right? Am I right or wrong? If you have a textbook for the second term, you want to revise part 1 and some of the lesson in the part 2 of textbook. So it will be a very difficult part to revise the textbook, right? For example, just imagine like this. You have the question paper and you have written all the important points in that question paper, right? So the question paper will turn into textbook. Am I right or wrong? So before the exam, each and every week we are going to discuss one paper, right? So before exam, you may have 12 or 10 papers in your hand. So just say, if you are referring the paper one by one, automatically what will happen, Pulal? Automatically you will revise the theory by using the question paper. So when you are doing like that, what will happen? You will have the idea of the question and also you will have the idea of the theory. So this is the way how to learn, right? Because it will be a very difficult task to read all the questions, all the notes before the exam. But it will be easy to refer the question paper and the answer, because you know the question, you have written the answer by yourself, so you have the explanation. So it will be a very successful method for you during the exam time. Okay. So now, Bilal, we will conclude the class. The recording will be shared, and those who need the tunes, like, sir, today is my first day in your class. Your presentation, I will see. Ah, Karin, okay, my dear. Okay, okay. So, and again, watch the previous paper class recording that I have uploaded in the YouTube. If you need, you can refer those videos, right? If you need an idea regarding the paper class, the previous paper classes. Okay. So now we'll come to the class, and the paper will be uploaded in the group later, inshallah. Okay. Bilal, if do you have any doubts to ask, my dear? Do you have any doubts to ask? Anyone?
No, sir.
So we'll come to the class and we'll meet in our next class, right? Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Good night and have a nice day. We'll meet in our next class.
Bye, sir.
Okay. Bye.